What's up, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. This is gonna be the first but not the last commentary on this channel. I've never done this before. This is completely and totally new. This is gonna be mainly about me, how long I've been streaming, what I played before, what games I played, my play style, amongst other things. So I did not come from Call of Duty like a lot of people tend to think due to my gameplay. You'll see me jumping a lot, but once you see which games I played, then you'll know why I tend to spam the jump. I haven't played Call of Duty since Black Ops 2 and Ghosts. That may reveal a little about my age, which I will not disclose as classified information. But I have not played Call of Duty since Ghosts and Black Ops 2. I came from Apex. Apex took 4 years out of my life. Not only did they take it, they sapped my energy, my life, my glow. Apex took everything from me. Guys, if you watch the streams, you'll hear me often say I'm an Apex survivor, and I truly think of it that way. I played Apex from about 2020 to maybe 2024 latest. I kind of stopped around 2024 and then started dabbling in other games. I went to Marvel Rivals. In terms of other FPS games, that's really all I played the last few years, besides BF6 and 2042, which I didn't really... I was in college at the time, so I don't really remember much of 2042. But in terms of other FPS games, that was pretty much it. I did play Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 1. Really, those were the only other Battlefield games that I played. I played 3, 1, dabbled in 2042, and I'm pretty much no-lifing Battlefield 6 now. I am a competitive player, though. In Apex, I did strive to become a competitive player, but I was working full-time back then, just like I am now, and I also switched from controller to mouse and keyboard, which I'm still on now, in Apex, which is one of the hardest FPS games, in my opinion, out right now. Maybe the hardest battle royale game as well. But the direction that Apex was going, and the fact that it was very controller dominant, even though I felt like I was a beast, I was aim training day in and day out. I mean, it honestly felt like some days I couldn't miss. But the competitive scene was so diluted with controller players, and that's really what people wanted, because if you play that game and you play both inputs, you'll definitely see how strong that controller is. And I would know, because obviously I switched, but I always felt like mouse and keyboard has a higher skill ceiling, and I have a pretty great work ethic in my humble opinion. So I figured, let me try this and let's see how far we can go. But like I mentioned, I was in college and I was also working full-time. So going all in on being a professional in college was not where I needed to be. That was pretty much a huge risk, and that was not a risk I was willing to take, at least at the time. I kind of stopped playing video games because I'm the type of person that if we're not being competitive 24/7, if we're not going for the highest rank in the game, if we're not going for the highest kills, highest score, being the best at everything, I just don't want to play the game. That's the type of player I am. And those of you that know me from TikTok and Twitch, you probably have seen that already through the conversations we've had, or simply through the gameplay that I've shown. I'm a very competitive player, and you might be asking yourself, well, why are you playing Battlefield 6? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm a little washed. As good as you guys may think I am, I think I'm pretty much in the B tier of mouse and key players. But we won't really go into that. I just want you guys to know that I think Battlefield 6 is a fun game. I enjoyed the gunplay. I downloaded Battlefield 6 in November. My buddy told me to download it. We played a bunch. And once I started getting better, which I was not good at the time, I actually did not even like the game at first. But once I started getting better, really enjoying the game, seeing which maps were good, which guns were good, which ones weren't, I just couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. I could not put the game down. And once I saw that there was good players on this game, that Battlefield was very much alive, at least at the time, it just made me want to play the game more. I started getting better clips, better games, and I was having a lot of fun. For me, again, having fun is getting kills, having fun is getting the highest score, being competitive. I'm not really a sit in the back sniper. I'm more of an in-your-face, aggressive playstyle type of player. So because I was getting better games, I said, why not post it? I'm having a lot of fun. Why not post a TikTok? And then things got even better. Have more fun. I was having way more fun. Why not stream? Because I never streamed Apex. That was one of my biggest regrets. I streamed a little bit of it, but it was never consistent. I was just streaming to my boys, and that's pretty much it. So I said, let me just try on TikTok. I believe they had changed the rules to where you don't need 1,000 followers to stream. I think as long as you had the app, you can do it. So that's what I did. And yes, I was talking to myself at first, but shout out to Greg. He was the #1 day one viewer. We were shooting the shit back and forth. I was whispering in my mic to him, and somehow he's still around even through all that. Shout out to Greg. I stayed consistent with it. I had a goal. I had 90 followers. 90 followers and a dream. We're at 2,600 now. That was back in January, and we've only been multi-streaming, dual streaming, I guess, since April on Twitch and TikTok. If you want to catch a stream, we are live 5 to 6 times a week. I do still work full time. I'm not in school. I do work full time, 40 hours, maybe more a week, and I stream 5 to 6 times a week. I try to do at least 2 to 3 hours each stream, just because Battlefield games last at least 20 minutes, unless you've been a part of the last few streams where our breakthrough games last 5 to 10 minutes. So we've been getting a lot of games in recently, but on average the games last a little long. So I try to get at least, you know, more than 5 to at least more than 5 games in a stream game. It definitely varies. So I like to make sure the stream is a good length. That way, if people want to play with us, we have enough time to get some people in, play a few games, some meaningful and productive games at the very least. Because again, these games, who knows how long they can last. For those of you that are new, I stream on TikTok always, and I'm always dual streaming. We're always multi-streaming on TikTok and Twitch. There's going to be a lot of weird segments on this commentary, guys. It's the first, but not the last. But I want to see where we're going to be in a month or two from now. So a side note, if this seems unorganized, I don't have a script, I don't have a teleprompter, I don't have anything like that. We're gonna see where I'm at in a month or two. I'm doing this straight off the dome. I had some ideas that I did have in my head that I knew I was gonna go over, at least the general ones, but after that it was pretty much off the dome. So that's what we're doing here. In the month or two, we'll see where we're at. I love to document progress. That's initially what I was trying to do on Battlefield 6, but I think it was just too fun. I do plan on making some future videos, but not every video is going to be like this. I have so much more to say, but there's only so much, right? I need help from you guys. Give me some video ideas that you want to see in the comment section below. I've had some video ideas in the chat on TikTok and Twitch talking about decision-making videos. I'm not really one that's going to be going over updates, at least not too much, because I work full-time, like I've been saying. So it's hard to keep up with the game and also keep up with the job. You know, I don't know every single little detail of every update. I don't stream full-time. This isn't something that I ever set out to get income from. It was more so of a hobby. Whether all that happens down the line is a different conversation, but it's hard to keep up with the updates and every little change that happens. So maybe we'll highlight some specific changes in the updates that we enjoy. I'm not going to guarantee it. Anyone that's new to the streams, or maybe new completely, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to continue streaming, and we're going to see truly how far we can go. If you made it this far, why not like the video? You've survived this unorganized, unscripted commentary. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Again, if you have any ideas, I'm open to any kind of feedback, any ideas whatsoever. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.